We all know that we cannot eat or drink in the MRT trains or public buses. But do you know that the rules are kind of different for trains and buses? Watch on and you will learn something so new that you will thank me later. So, did you know that it only started from 1987? You see, this no eating or drinking thingy is not just a suggestion by the MRT operators or just a guideline. It's a law for the MRT. Back in 1987, as the MRT came into operation, there must be laws for it ma. If not, everything will go haywire. Like a train driver skipping issue MRT station because it's too scary. There's a statute called the Rapid Transit System Act, which covers planning, construction, and operation of the MRT system. Under it, there are the Rapid Transit System Regulations, which are the specific rules that regulate passenger behavior. And in the Rapid Transport System Regulation, Regulation 14 say that you cannot eat or drink. So yes, you are committing an offence if you drink anything, even plain water. In accordance with the scheduled penalties, it is a $500 penalty if you... Wait. Causing nuisance is an offence Now please tell that to the uncle who let the entire cabin here while he's live streaming. So yes, it's a law, and you can compound a penalty, so you can pay a much lower amount if you accept the fine. Kind of like how we pay our compound fine for littering, because technically speaking, you can be fined up to $2,000 for littering. As to why the law exists is, of course, to keep the trains and train stations clean, and for safety as well, because water could spill and wet seats, soil other commuters' belongings, or cause a commuter to slip and fall. Now, I'm not here to debate if that is reasonable or not, so you all can debate all you want in the comment section. Instead, I will tell you something that you probably didn't know of. As you can see, this law is made for trains. Now, how about public buses? Well, be surprised. If you're looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. Here's the thing, you might have seen this notice in MRT trains, whereby the fine is explicitly mentioned. But if you're in a bus, you'll see the same notice, except that something is missing. Yes, the fine. Here's the thing, you see, the law was initially created for trains, but there has not been any laws created for buses. Therefore, while I cannot be 100% certain, it is very likely that yes, for public buses, the no eating and drinking rule is strictly a guide by the operators, who has the right to remove you from the bus if you eat in the buses. However, you will not be fined, since there's no statutory law about this. In fact, even bus companies like Tower Transit indicate in the website that they strongly discourage eating and drinking on board our buses for the comfort of other passengers. Instead of saying, you cannot eat or drink in our buses. There's, however, going to be a change soon. Since March this year, a new guideline for bus passengers was published. It's called the Conditions of Carriage for Public Buses in Singapore. And to simplify things, let's use an example. When you sign a contract with, say, your company, you have to follow the rules of the company, right? Well, when you take the bus, it's like signing a short contract with the bus. So wherever you are in the bus, you have to follow the rules of the bus. What happens if you break the rules of the company? You get fired. It's the same for buses. This is interesting as the conditions of carriage for public buses in Singapore now also include nuisances like loud noise. So this gives the bus captain a reason to kick out that annoying uncle who's always watching Wang Lei's live stream in bus 189. Now, uncle, I run you very long. Every time I take the bus to my office, I see Wang Lei. Now, not only that, but if you have watched this year's Committee of Supply debate, which I know you didn't because I know you just watched a budget speech for the Ampao, you'll know that LTA plans to have regulatory framework for public buses, and more info will be revealed in the first half of 2026. If you want to know more, subscribe to us and I'll tell you if Uncle Ahok will finally be jailed for 17 years for disturbing my sleep in bus 189. Also, follow me on Instagram because I'll have short clips there in case you prefer short and informative clips. To know why everyone is obsessed with cricket ball nowadays, watch this. And thank you for spending almost 4 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.